we're here in Montreal with My Darkest Days.
Yep.
And we're talking about your new album, Sick and Twisted Affair.
Yep.
Just came out a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. And the first single, Casual Sex, is doing reasonably well. Tell me a little about the single to start off with.
Matt, you want to hit this one?
Well, we just wanted to write a fun song about banging.
Which is a good way to go.
Yeah, even though we're not drummers.
You're not drumming.
Still like to bang.
Not kind of the drum banging, but you know, we were on tour for a long time, and we just found you can't have really a long-term relationship when you're on tour so much, right? So that's where that song stems from, and you know, it's just about having fun.
We wanted a cool follow-up to Porn Star, obviously.
Porn Star,
yeah,
right.
Which is a huge success for us, and we thought Casual Sex would be a good follow-up.
Now let's talk about the guys you've had in there. In this video for Casual Sex, you had Ron Jeremy, who people who are a little older might recognize from movies that you might see late at night on TV.
Yeah.
How did you hook up with Ron?
We saw him at a show when we played in LA originally. I remember actually we were playing Porn Star Dancing. I remember looking onto the audience and actually seeing Ron Jeremy, and I was like, no way, like how ironic, right? And then months later, a year later goes by, we have Casual Sex, our new song, and we were looking at all these video treatments, and our drummer Dougie just has these random ideas sometimes, and he's just like, well, what if at the end of the video when the cops come knocking on the door, it was supposed to just be the end of the video. The cops come in and it just looks like there was a party there. No one's there. He's like, well, what if it looks like there was a party there, but it's just Ron Jeremy and the sheep. And we're like, might work.
Might work.
Yeah, and it did, and we thought it was pretty funny. We're like, all right, let's do that.
And the other one, you're talking about Porn Star Dancing, you've got the Aussie shirt. You had Zakk Wylde come and play on it. How'd you hook up with Zakk Wylde? I mean, guitar god.
Yeah, it's really surreal, dude. Chad Kruger is he's the guy that found our band and worked on the first record. We wanted to have a solo, and you know, Chad can rip a killer solo, but you know, he's like, what about Zakk Wylde? I'm like, wow, Zakk Wylde? And he's like, yeah, I'm friends with him. I'll shoot him the song and see what he thinks. And you know, Chad, I think he flew to LA and they hung out, and
next thing you know,
Zakk kicked a solo out, and next thing you know, he's on the song.
It's not a bad way to get a debut. I mean, here you guys are from some, you know, small town in Ontario.
Yeah.
You got Zakk Wylde, you got Ron Jeremy, and then you got the lead singer of Nickelback, who's discovered you, put you on his label. How did that come about? I mean, did you send him a demo? Did you meet him backstage? How did that work out?
My brother plays in a band called 3 Days Grace, which is a Canadian band.
Yes. The lead singer almost killed my daughter.
Oh, really?
For real.
How?
We were on stage, I was on the side stage, and he was singing. This was at the Metropolis in Montreal, and he decided to throw the mic stand to the side of the stage. And my daughter was there. She was only 3 at the time, and it went flying right over her head.
Oh, wow.
And he finished the song, and he came over and he goes, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's good.
And then backstage he goes, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
No,
but, you know, listen, but it's a true story.
Yeah. Well,
she lives. So.
That's good. That's very good. So they were on tour with Chad, and my brother shot Chad the demo, and he dug it, and then next thing I knew, he was calling me on the phone and wanted to write some songs. So
I wanted to write some songs. And now the other thing on this tour that you're promoting is you've got this pink guitar that's out on stage that you're playing every night. What's it for exactly? It's Boobies for?
Oh, it's for Boobies, literally. We would not have music videos without Boobies.
I agree.
And that is a very true statement. And both Matt and I both come from families that have family members who have battled cancer.
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer for both of us as well. Both our grandmothers had breast cancer, as well as Matt's little nephew.
Wow.
What's his cancer called now?
It's called neuroblastoma. It's a childhood cancer that... yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, well, not that cancer's ever good.
No, it's a scary thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has he gotten over it?
He's had 2 surgeries, and yeah, he's doing well. He's living a normal life.
So on this tour, sort of for everybody's to help out, you're raising money and you're raising awareness.
Yeah.
And how are you doing it?
Well, a few years back.
What is the Booby campaign?
Well, a few years back, I watched my uncle die, essentially, when I was maybe like 16, 17 years old. And it was really like terrifying for me to see him, be like this big guy in shape and, maybe 180 pounds go to 90 pounds and literally be there when he passed away.
And this is from a cancer or for something else?
This was from cancer as well. And then a few years later, my grandmother got diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was like, oh no, this is going to happen all over again. I don't want to see that. But she is luckily a survivor because of all the treatment that she was able to get because of the developments in research over the last few years.
Which have come from people putting awareness into the cause.
Exactly. So I thought, you know what? She's a survivor because of other people in the past who have given money for research. Right. Why not try and do the same thing? So essentially, I'm going to be playing this guitar on the entire tour. At the end of the tour, Nickelback, Bush, Seether, and ourselves, we're all going to sign the guitar.
Okay.
And it's going to be auctioned through Rethink Breast Cancer. Okay. And Rethink and Kramer Gibson Guitars, who are my sponsor, got together to create this guitar, and it's a pink V. And
the breast cancer pink.
Yeah, breast cancer pink. Okay. Whoever we're going to auction the guitar, whatever money we get from the auction is going to go right to Rethink towards research.
Is there a website if people want to check that out?
Yeah.
Rethink.com?
Yeah, you can. I think it's
rethinkbreastcancer.com.
Yeah, it's rethinkbreastcancer.com.
Yeah, that's always important.
Yeah, then kramerguitars.com as well. And then once a year, Matt, do you want to talk about the James Fund? What we do once a year?
Yeah, once a year there's a walk called the James Fund Walk, and it's to raise money for neuroblastoma. And we also do an auction and try to raise money for neuroblastoma research.
Well, it's a great thing you're doing because by talking about it, I mean, that's one of the most important things you can do is to get it out in the open.
Yeah.
So, now I don't want to turn away and sound sort of morbid, but you're also on tour, and I guess we should cover that a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a great segue, but
yeah.
How is the tour going?
It's been going really, really well. Actually, Matt and I think the first songs we ever performed live, I think were Bush songs.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah, we both learned Bush songs.
Bush songs?
We're huge fans
now,
of Bush.
in Canada, you must have learned Bush X songs.
Bush X,
yes,
yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of the music biz with lawsuits and stuff,
yeah.
Right? But how? What's the plan for the year? You're on this tour for another couple of months.
Yep.
And then what? You're on vacation?
No, hell no. We don't get vacation in this business. But we're probably going to do our own Jägermeister tour.
Oh, good.
Or 3 Days Grace is coming back out.
Good.
We hope to get back on with them.
Good. I'll keep my daughter for.
Yeah. Just keep your Look out for mic stands.
Yeah.
Flying mic stands. Yeah. Website to plug?
MyDarkestDays.com, and then anything you can imagine / MyDarkestDays. Twitter,
Facebook, yeah.
And of course, they should buy what album?
Sick and Twisted Affair.
Cool.
And if you don't have the first one, get that one as well.
Which is called?
It's just self-titled.
There you go.
What I think Wikipedia called it.
What they call it?
Don't you? I think there was like a mistake in Wikipedia. Our first record was called something weird.
It was called Awesome First Record.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But it's not called whatever it was called in Wikipedia. It's actually self-titled.
It's a self-titled one. Okay, so perfect. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure.